Uncle Baldy and the Ghost Bride with Long Hair. On a winding village road at dusk, three staggering figures made their way home. It was Uncle Utnyo with his two best friends, Tiden and Bailep. They had just come back from a wedding, tipsy with rice wine, their laughter echoing down the path. "Man, I ate so much, I won't be hungry till tomorrow." Uncle Oot patted his belly. "Yeah, full belly, but when are you going to get married? You're the most single man in the village," Tiden teased. Bailep chuckled. "Forget matchmaking. Maybe even a ghost would want to marry you." They burst into laughter, not realizing they had reached the forested hill. There, by the path, stood an abandoned grave, covered in fallen leaves, with an old talisman pasted on the stone. "What the? A grave right on the road?" Uncle Oot squinted. "That's a sealing charm. Must be some exorcist trapping an evil spirit." Tiden frowned, but the alcohol made them reckless. Uncle Oot blurted, "Whoever wants to marry me, I'll say yes, even if it's a ghost." His friends joined in. "Same here. Ghost bride, come out." The old talisman fluttered to the ground. A sudden gust howled through the forest, leaves whirling in a spiral. They only laughed louder, not knowing they had just freed a long-haired ghost bride. That night, Uncle Oot heard knocking at his door. Thump, thump. A woman's laugh floated across the yard. "Who's there?" Uncle Oot trembled. No reply. Only eerie giggling. The next morning, Uncle Oot looked pale, dark circles under his eyes. The second night, he was feverish, tormented by nightmares. Villagers began whispering. Some saw a woman in white, long hair covering her face, wandering near his house. On the third night, she appeared clearly, a shadowy figure at the foot of his bed, hair hanging down like a curtain, her voice rasping. "You will be mine, mine." Her laughter rattled the walls. Tintin, his mischievous 10-year-old nephew, often spied on him. On the fourth night, peeking through the door, Tintin almost fell over at the sight. The ghost standing over Uncle Oot, whispering sweetly, "You can't escape. You belong to me." Terrified, Tintin ran to the family. "The ghost bride! She wants Uncle Oot as her husband! I saw it!" His father scolded. "Nonsense! Stop making things up." But the next morning, grim news spread. Tiden and Bailep had gone mad, eyes rolling back, muttering, "Ghost bride." The family shuddered. Grandma suggested, "Tonight we all stay awake and see for ourselves." When darkness fell, the ghost appeared again. This time, everyone saw her. Mother screamed. Grandfather went pale, and Uncle Oot stammered, We tore off the talisman and joked that even a ghost could marry us." Tintin piped up, "Told you!" Too desperate. Should have just married a chicken instead of a ghost. The family trembled with fear, but also burst out laughing at the boy's cheeky remark. The village exorcist, Master Nguyen Dao Trung, was away. Panic rose, but Tintin puffed up his chest. "No worries. Leave it to me." He made Uncle Oot lie in a circle of salt, chili powder, and fish sauce. "The ghost will hate the smell and run away," Tintin boasted. Uncle Oot gagged. "Forget the ghost. I'm going to choke to death first." The stench kept the whole family awake all night. Not done yet, Tintin dressed Uncle Oot in a wedding gown and hung mirrors around the house. "See? Now you have a wife already. The ghost won't bother anymore." But the next morning, the whole village gathered, laughing hysterically. The chief pointed, "Look, Uncle Oot married a ghost bride for real." Uncle Oot's face burned with shame. Still undeterred, Tintin staged a mock monk ordination to cut spiritual ties. He draped a tablecloth over Uncle Oot's head like a monk's robe, used a mortar as a wooden drum, and a pestle as a staff. Then he shouted, "Ordination means shaving your head for real." Before Uncle Oot could react, Tintin grabbed a dull razor and scraped away. Hair fell in uneven tufts, leaving Uncle Oot pitiful and half-bald. "Nemo, may Uncle Oot escape his curse. May the ghost bride let him go. If not, he can sweep leaves at the temple instead." Tintin chanted solemnly, hands trembling. Uncle Oot screamed, "Good grief, boy. You've made me bald. How am I supposed to live like this?" The family rolled with laughter, but outside, the ghost bride's shadow lingered, peering through the yard. Just then, she manifested fiercely, only for Master Nguyen Dao Trung to return. "You fools," he thundered. He swung his peachwood sword, charms blazing, chanting loudly. The ghost shrieked and dissolved into mist. Uncle Oot collapsed, gasping. "This is only temporary. This is karma. You three must bring your birth papers and paper effigies to her grave on the mountain to break the bond." Before they left, Tintin added, "Remember, if you see a ghost, just crow like a rooster. Ghosts hate it." That midnight in the forest, Uncle Oot belted out, Cock-a-doodle-doo! Ten and Bylep laughed so hard they almost fell into the ravine. At last, they placed the paper effigies at the ghost bride's grave, releasing their cursed marriage vow. When they returned, Uncle Oot stormed into the yard, chasing Tin Tin. "You little devil, you nearly got me killed. Get back here!" Tin Tin ran, laughing. "Come on, Uncle. Thanks to me, you're free and bald. At least you're not single anymore."